Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I've been getting a lot of questions about what type of extensions, the price, everything like that, and I decided to wait a couple months for me to just kind of get the feel of them, just to give you a real review and just my experience with them, because I really didn't know if I was gonna like them or hate them in the beginning. So I feel like now that time has passed, I'm able to actually, tell you more about them. So before I do get into this video though, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications, like this video, and leave a comment down below. And let's get started. Okay guys, so first things first, I'm going to talk to you guys about the type of extensions and why I got these extensions, why I chose these type of extensions to get installed. So I was researching, of course, type of extensions, and I came across the I-tips. I had heard, well actually I had not heard, I had heard more about the K-tips. I know that a lot of YouTubers are getting K-tips, and that was something that I was interested in, and I just felt like, okay, that would be perfect because I wanted to be able to wear my hair up. I wanted to wake up with hair. I wanted something easy and fast and just convenient for, me. I'm a mom, and it's kind of hard. It takes an extra half an hour just to install my extensions. And I have actually been wearing extensions for a long time. I feel like since I was probably 15 years old. I'm 25 now, so I have been wearing extensions for about 10 years now, and I love extensions. I love everything about them. The only thing was that I just wanted to wake up with extensions. That period. That was just a thing. So at this point, I'm like, I started looking up extensions on Google, near me, everything like that. So I started doing my research on extensions, and I did read that a lot of people use either K-tips or I-tips. One thing that I really liked about the I-tips that I had seen the reviews on was that it was no chemicals. It was just basically a bead that somehow they just kind of tie it with your hair. And then they just lock it with your hair, but there's like no glue, nothing like that. So this is basically what it looks like. I'm not sure if it's gonna focus, but this is what it looks like. It's basically just a bead. This is one strand of hair. This is 1 gram, and it's 1 strand, and this is what it looks like. I have a million of these. I actually have 300 of these installed in my hair right now. So 300 of these. So as you can guess from that, I do have 300 grams of hair extensions. I did get the 26 inches, and I got 26 inches, 1 pack, and 2 packs of 24. Only because I did want it to be like in layers, because my hair is already in layers as it is, and I wanted it to blend more better. So I chose black. Of course, my hair is black. 26 inch extensions with 24 extra packs, 2 extra packs of 24. I'm not sure the brand of extensions. The girl who installed them actually brought them for me. I bought them off of her as well, and she did take about 2 to 3 hours to install them, just because obviously she did have to go one by one, and it is 300 of these. So that, I feel like the time varies with how many you're getting installed, how much hair, everything like that, how much blending she has to do. The thing, my daughter's right here, so just excuse that. The thing with me is that I have very, very thick hair. I have a lot of hair, and it's very thick. So with that, I was gonna get 200 grams, and I feel like maybe that would have been okay, but I wanted to be sure that it was actually going to blend in with my hair. I was going to have the same fullness and thickness from the top to going to the bottom. And I feel like I definitely achieved that, and I love it, right? So got them installed. Everything was going pretty well. I'm not going to lie. The first night that I got them installed, probably not the first night, like the first 2 to 3 days, I remember feeling very heavy. My neck, oh my god, you guys, I tried to like put my hair up, and it was just like, oh my god, because when you put your hair up, like all the pressure is like on that side of the head, so it feels a little bit heavier, and oh my god, your neck is like hurts so bad because it's so much weight. Eventually I got over that, whatever. It was worth it for me to have hair all the time. I was like, I don't care. Another con that I would say is kind of like a downside to it is for me personally, I know that a lot of people can still put up their hair with eye tips, but for me, since my hair was so short, I don't know if you guys remember my bleach fail. I'll link it up here if you guys haven't watched it. Well, my hair had been super short, chemical short. It's barely growing out, but this is like my natural hair. Probably like this is my natural hair, this right here. My hair is really short, so I did need extra hair to blend up here, not just down here, because then it was gonna look like, and then long hair, you know. So I needed hair to start blending from up here, and then slowly as it grew, you know, it would just naturally blend together. But that's something that was advised to me, and you know, obviously I kind of had an idea before I got it done that I was gonna have to do that, and that was like okay for me. But it kind of started bugging me. Sometimes, you know, for the gym I wanted to put my hair up, and I kind of couldn't. The only thing I could do is like go like this, and that's it. Now, since my hair has grown out, I am able to put my hair like in a, I'm not able to do this. You guys can see right here all of the eye tips. I don't know if you guys can see them, right? So I'm not able to do that. But you guys see what I mean? If she wouldn't have put these right here, I probably would have looked like so bald from right here, and then a lot of hair just coming out of nowhere from like right here, you know. So she kind of had to, it was kind of mandatory for her to do it. Again, if your hair is longer, it's gonna be better for you, because I mean, I don't know why you would be getting extensions, but if your hair is a little longer, it'll probably be easier and you'll probably won't be able to tell. But for me, since it's so short, it kind of had to somehow blend together. Plus, I will say that I am bald, so a lot of hair that's right here, look it's all like baby hair. See? It's baby hair, and you know, all the growth from when I bleached it off, it did fall. So that's why, you know, I have to cover it up. But hopefully, you know, in the future I'm able to like move them around a little bit better, since my hair did grow. Let me just go to her page just to kind of explain to you guys, because I am just as clueless as you guys are. I mean, this is my first experience with eye tips, so I can't stay here and act like a professional. So I'm just gonna, so a beaded weft, which is the entire weft, lasts about 3 or 4 months, and the retouch is about 6 weeks. The tape extensions last 2 to 3 months, and the retouch is every 3 weeks. The eye tips last about 6 months, and the retouch depends on hair growth. So it just depends how your hair is growing. The U-tips last about 9 months, and retouch is every 4 months. Of course, this all depends with how much you're taking care of them, how you're washing them, how rough you're being with them. You guys have to remember that just because they're installed and just because they are extensions doesn't mean that you have to pull on them when you're, yeah, so you don't have to be pulling them, you know, doing things like that. You have to treat them with care. So that is all up to you. Another con that I did see is washing my hair, you guys. So I suffer from dandruff. I don't think that's gross, right? I mean, that everyone suffers from it. It just comes and goes. I do notice that it comes when my scalp is really, really dry. So right now it kind of went away, but a lot of the times I do have some dandruff in my head, and I do have to use special shampoos. So one thing I did notice is that it was like clinging onto the extension. So obviously, you know, I have a lot of them in. So when I wash my hair, you guys, I have to part wash. So I take about a good hour and a half, no, maybe like a good hour in the shower. And in that hour, I take about 40 minutes just washing my hair, because I want it to be obviously very clean. So I do take my time with washing it. So I will say that obviously it is going to take longer for you to wash your extensions. I wash them about 2 or 3 times per week. Again, just to prevent shedding, because, but what else? Okay, so I already went through installation. 3 to 4 hours. Basically, it was a process. You know, I had to order my extensions prior to her coming. I don't know how other people do it, but I'm pretty sure they all do it about the same way, because I did reach out to somebody else and they did tell me the same thing, that I would have to pay first for the extensions and then they would come and install them. Just it kind of makes sense for both ends, because obviously they're not going to go out and buy extensions and then you cancel the appointment and then they're left with the extensions and they spent their money, you know. So it kind of makes sense when you think about it. Okay guys, so I had to bring in my daughter, but because she was crying. But okay, so I'm gonna continue on with this video. Another thing you guys should know is that they will fall out. So as you can see here, I have one, and it's just, I don't know if it happens, like it's gonna happen, but I did notice that they do like at least once a week, one of them will fall out. And that's, I feel like that happens with every extension. I feel like they either shed or they will fall out, but that's very common. Another thing that I will say is that they tangle. So that's something that you guys should keep in mind. If you guys hate having tangled hair, this is gonna be a headache for you, because yes, you do have to brush them out often. Just like I feel clip-in extensions, I remember having to carry around my comb and just going to the restroom and combing everything out, because it would just get tangled. So I feel like, you know, obviously it's gonna get tangled, especially having them like installed. And yeah, I mean, that's something to keep in mind if you don't want to be wasting your time. Sometimes, you guys, I'll be too lazy to like comb my hair before I go to sleep, and I'll wake up with like knots in my hair. It's horrible. It's not a good time. But yeah, that's something that to also keep in mind if you guys don't want to be struggling. Overall, I say I would definitely 100% get these extensions installed again, which I am. I am gonna be having my retouch pretty soon, just because my hair has grown out a bit and I kind of want to rearrange my hair. So, you know, obviously I really like them. I mean, I have, basically those are like some things to consider if you're trying to get them, and I feel like I would get them again, and I would definitely try out the K-tips. I feel that the K-tips are a little bit pricier, but if they are gonna be worth it, then I don't see why not. Also, I forgot to mention that you guys can brush through them, so I can easily grab a comb and I could just go, like if it's my natural hair, I could literally run my hands through my hair and nothing happens. So I think they're worth it. Now for the price, don't be scared, but basically it just depends on the length of your hair. I spent a good $400 plus on my hair, so $400 to $600 I would say is the price range for what I got. Just because, you know, you do have to pay for the installation service plus the extension. So it all varies whether how much the person that's doing it for you is gonna charge you. They can charge from like $50 to $100 to $200, $300. It just depends what their price is. And after that, you can obviously get your own extensions, or you can buy them off of the person. Obviously, the person that does sell them to you will get a profit from that too. So if you guys can buy them yourself somewhere else, then I recommend that. They have them. I think Bellamy has them. They're a little pricey on Bellamy. I wouldn't know the brand of these, but if you guys want me to figure that out, I can go ahead and contact the girl who installed them. If you guys would like for me to let you know who installed them for me, I'll ask her, just because she was a little bit iffy about being on camera the other time. I mean, she's not gonna be on camera, but just her info out there, you know, I don't want to compromise her privacy or anything like that. So I will definitely, you know, ask her if I can put her. If I can, then I will leave all of her information down below, so you guys can get yours installed. And I think they're worth it 100%, you guys. The only thing is that I would try the K-tips next. So yeah, I mean, but I honestly love my hair, you guys. I love waking up with hair. I love that I can do finally, like, I don't have to waste my time just putting on extensions. Oh, it's so annoying, especially because I would put a lot of a lot of rows of extensions and it would just take a long time. Alright guys, so yeah, like I was saying, I feel like they're worth it 100%. I definitely recommend them to anyone that wants extensions. Just to start off with them, if you guys don't like them for any reason, then I would recommend them just get something else. But oh, and I also will say that I did get them cut. So these are 20, they're probably not even 22s and 26s anymore. Probably the longest strand is a 26 still, but I did get them cut in layers, so it probably is a little bit less now. Got them cut in layers just because I wanted them to, of course, blend a little more. But I will insert a picture of what they look like the first time that I got them done, and a lot of you guys were saying that they weren't blending because my hair was too short. But I did get them blended and it just looks 100 times better. Okay guys, so today's post notification shout out is gonna go to Karen Love 94. Thank you so much, girl, for commenting on my video and for keeping up with me. And if you guys would like a shout out, all you have to do is, of course, be subscribed to my channel, turn on your post notifications, like this video, and leave a comment down below. And I think with that, I'll just talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.